Hi, good morning, friends. How are you today? Cheers. What are you having to drink this morning? I'm still working on this kombucha. So today we're talking about Sagittarius and the waxing crescent moon. We are also going to dive into a solar plexus mantra while listening to a solar plexus solfeggio frequency. And we're going to get into moon energy according to Yasmin Boland to kind of get her different perspective on the Sagittarius moon energy. So cheers to you. Thank you for joining me this morning. I can't believe we're almost at the end of this challenge. Can you believe that 28 days has gone by already? Well, technically we're on day 27, but can you believe 27 days has gone by? It's all moving so quickly. So let's jump into the mantra, just kind of settle in a little bit. So we are using the RAM, R-A-M mantra. And we are listening to 528 hertz solfeggio frequency for the solar plexus chakra. And again, I know I haven't said this in a while, but if you do not have a mala, I am counting for you. So you can certainly participate in the chanting part of it, even if you don't have a mala with you. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath in. Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. So I know I talked about this in one of the other videos, but just in case you haven't been watching all of them, I've noticed a few of you are skipping a few days, but that's okay. That's okay. And I'm not like calling you out to, I don't know. I'm not calling you out to like make fun of you or whatever. I'm calling you out to point out that you can always get back on track. You can always get back on track with following the moon, even if you can always jump back in if that's something that feels comfortable to you, or you can wait for the new moon and then start fresh. I totally believe it's just kind of like we all kind of stray off of our past every now and then, and the moon just like brings you back to center. This is the energy that's available today, and hopefully that helps you to move forward instead of forking and swaying and curving. Another thing that I was thinking of, I'm going to figure out a way to do a general morning video that you can watch anytime, no matter what phase or sign the moon is in. So I'm going to be working on those videos. And if you decide to have this mantra, solfeggio frequency check-in kind of thing in the morning as part of your daily routine as we're moving into the Aquarius new moon next month. Another good addition to this practice is to every morning check in with yourself, bring your journal, grab your mala. It takes like 3 minutes to do the mantra, and just jot down things that kind of come up in your mind. Have a pen or paper with you, and because I certainly, during the various different mantras that we've been using this time, the thoughts that come up are often pertaining to that particular chakra that we are working on. So I think it's just a really wonderful morning practice. I am not a morning person, so this has been really helpful for me, and it's something that I would really like to continue to do moving forward. And those are just some of the things that I've been thinking of a lot. I need a lot of solar plexus work, so a lot of interesting thoughts kind of come up. And I know, like, if you're new to meditation, when you're trying to learn how to meditate, we're oftentimes told to dismiss the thoughts and to not worry about them. And while that is a really important thing for trying to get to that stillness and that centeredness, I really do think it's important to pay attention to the thoughts that come up, because it is that stillness and that quietness that lets the real things float to the surface. Like if the thoughts that are coming up for you are like, oh, I have to do laundry, I have to go pick up the kids, I have to go to the grocery store, oh, I need to add this to the grocery list. If it's that kind of stuff, then obviously it's not that important. That's just brain chatter. And a good trick for helping you not have those thoughts come up is when you sit down to meditate, write down all the things you have to do. Like, I have to do the laundry, I have to pick up the kids, and blah, 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 so that you get it out of your brain. So hopefully they don't come up during meditation. So in that way, when you get to that stillness and you get to that quietness, the thoughts that do float to the surface are oftentimes profound, I think, or are things that are important that you need to pay attention to. So I just wanted to bring that up and to let you know that I will be coming up with some sort of, I'm trying to figure out a way to do it just like general, so it is something that you could use every morning. I might do a series of them. I might do like a earth, fire, and water series, so that on a water day you can watch this one, on a fire day you can watch this one. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Because I keep coming up with more ideas. I keep thinking we can do the elements, and then I'm like, well, what if we did one video that was all of the chakras? How long would that take? And I was like, 3 minutes times 7, and then if we include 9 chakras. So that's why my brain is so crazy, and that's why I need the Just a Phase Moon Planner and to always have paper to like write these things down, because it's just woo nonstop. Okay, so apparently the solar plexus chakra mantra stimulates me a little bit is not very grounding and centering. Maybe we should have done root chakra today. So waning crescent. Take time to rest and reflect between a waning crescent moon and a dark moon. You may be low on energy during this time, no matter what phase your personal cycle is. I point this out because when I menstruate on the full moon, I still have low energy days on the new moon. When I menstruate on a first quarter moon, I still have low energy days on a when I menstruate on a first quarter moon, I have low energy days from the new moon to the first quarter, and the same thing with the last quarter. If I menstruate on a last quarter moon or around that time, it's like I have low energy from last quarter to the new moon phase, and then I finally a waxing crescent is like, okay, let's go. So that might just be me, I don't know, but I always, and the dark moon, now that I've been following the moon for so long, I've been following the moon for decades, but I've never been this as consistent as I have the last 3 years within writing and creating the Just a Face Moon Planner, because we always fall off a cycle. We always fall off track. But because of this project and creating this, I have been like every day, like I'm never consistent about anything, but this is what I've been consistent about the last few years. And I'm noticing a big difference between dark moon energy and new moon energy, which is something that I've never noticed before. I knew that I had low energy around the new moon, but I never knew if it was new or dark, or what that energy was, or where it was coming from. So this is really, really been a profound experience for me, whether or not it's reaching you guys or helping anybody else out, which I hope it is. It certainly made a change and impact on my life in a very positive way. And a lot of the moon, following the moon for me, is allowing for that rest, allowing for that sadness and darkness, allowing for it so that we're not suppressing so much. Because when we allow for it, we make room for more energy and more positivity, versus just cramming the darkness and the sadness down in there and then having it just be, you're so stuffed with all this stuff that you haven't dealt with. The moon teaches you to just go day by day, and I don't know, I hope it's let's get back on track with the solar plexus chakra and Sagittarius. Okay, this is a solar plexus card for anyone who's watching now and anyone who will be watching later. We get this card. Okay, we were talking about allowing, so maybe that's why this comes up. Money is energy, and we hold a precious choice whether to prevent or encourage its flow. Are your channels for giving and receiving open wide enough? Do you allow the vibration of prosperity to radiate both from you and towards you? Reflect on your resources and how you can use them to create more abundance for both yourself and those around you. Remember to also give back with an open heart for all that is coming your way. Give thanks before you receive. This is a yellow fluorite crystal card for the solar plexus, and the herb is basil. This card comes up all the time. I would say maybe once per reading when I'm doing readings for multiple people. It comes up because we don't often, when we're protecting ourselves and protecting our energy, that also blocks things from coming in. So we have to remember to open up while staying grounded and protected and centered so that things can come in. So opening those, giving and receiving, it's a two-way street. So this card just comes up. I think it's just important for everybody, and I also think that it's something that we all forget about. So in talking about Sagittarius crystals, I had a little bookmark. Here we go. So I recommend amethyst for Sagittarius because it's purple and resonates with that Sagittarius energy. But amethyst is a very crown chakra stone and helps you kind of see the big picture. And that position of Sagittarius season at the end of the year on being able to reflect and project and have your sight on the horizon, but just kind of like still be in the present, that's kind of amethyst energy. It allows you to kind of like see the big picture and tap into that crown chakra energy. Aventurine is a prosperity stone. It's green, and it's just like, I mean, it has the word adventure in it. So, and Sagittarius is all ready for the next adventure. Topaz is, I always forget this, if it's the Sagittarius birthstone or if it's the December birthstone. Either way, it is very connected to that time of year specifically and that energy. The balancing stones are turquoise and labradorite. Labradorite I typically view as a new moon stone. It helps you set intentions. It magnifies your dreams. It has that rainbowy fluorescent flashes in it that just like spark adventure, and like they help you again project and see and aim. And I think turquoise is also a December birthstone, isn't it? I get all the different birthstones confused, but turquoise, because it helps you to dream and like aim your arrow and aim your intentions, figure out your intentions, but it is also very grounding, so it keeps you grounded, where Sagittarius is like ready to set off on the horizon on horseback, or on centaur back. I don't know, centaur hooves. Turquoise helps you stay grounded a little bit, which oftentimes Sagittarius people are known to not be able to stay in one place for very long. Did I ask what everybody else was drinking today? I forgot. All right, so Yasmin Bolin, let's bring out the Moonology Oracle cards. I haven't seen anything about, any reviews about the new deck that she just came out with. I was very close to purchasing one, and then I just had to lock down my finances over the holidays. I had to be like, stop. I'm like looking for presents for other people, but I'm just buying them for myself instead. Did I already pull these out? They were right on top. Oh wait, well, one of them was. All right, so the full moon, she has, look at the bigger picture. What were we just saying? It's so crazy. Like, I try to plan and map out and have my list and stuff, but sometimes it's just it just flows. I hadn't looked at the Sagittarius card yet, or I don't remember them. I didn't have them memorized, so I don't know. Okay, anyways, Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. Full moon, and then the new moon, she says, luck is on your side. That is true. Sagittarius people tend to be very lucky, and they're also like they're also like, everybody likes them. They have a lot of friends and in different places, and so like when they're on their travels, when they pack their bags and have left, they tend to find a place to stay, and you know, that kind of luck where it's just like they can just set off on the horizon and end up having a place to stay, having food in their belly, having a roof over their head, and all that. Okay, so the new moon, luck is on your side. I'm trying to skip over the like card parts because I just want to tap into the Sagittarius energy. A restart of fun after a period of feeling low. That kind of rings true to me because we've just moved from Scorpio, and I think my favorite part of following the moon in general is the transition period. It's like Scorpio is so dark and heavy, and then we get this fun and fire like immediately after it. And I love all the transitions. Like, I love the transition from Virgo to Libra. I love the transition from Capricorn to Aquarius and Cancer to Leo. I love the transition part. This energy is adventurous, and will even take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. That's another good point about, because we talk about Sagittarius and setting off on a physical adventure, like physical travel, but it's also about not the search for knowledge and the search for truth. So it can be written information, getting lost in books and that sort of thing, and philosophies. Whatever happens next will be some sort of gift that's going along the themes of luck. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a gratitude practice. So Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's the sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. Let's look at the full moon. The full moon inside is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure, and there's a big wide world out to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. Let's see if I can pick up anything else. Bigger picture. This is a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind for what's best, and the universe will surprise you. Wow. So that's it for Sagittarius. And that's it for all of the zodiac signs, because tomorrow we're moving into Capricorn. We've already talked about Capricorn, but we're going to talk more about prepping for the new moon, setting intentions, that sort of thing. So I thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I hope that you will come hang out with us tomorrow, and if you have any ideas about what you would like to see for like a morning routine ritual kind of thing, I'm totally open to anything except live. Live, you don't want to see me live in the morning, and I'm gonna take them down soon, but you can see the follow the moon challenge from last year, and I'm like I don't want to be here. Good morning. Like, it's not good. It's not gonna motivate you for your day. So that's why I've chosen to film these beforehand, because that's not happening. I'll do a good night live thing maybe at some point in time, but not a morning one. No way, Jose. And I think we were doing it at 8, the last follow the moon challenge, and I was getting up 2 hours before that, which is normal for me. I normally get up between 6 and 7 anyways, but I'm not fully cognizant until like 10, 9, but yeah, no. It's not happening. But thank you for coming on this journey with me. I hope that it helps you get started with following the moon if you haven't already. I hope that it really helps you understand the signs by taking a look at all of them. And that way, when you continue to track and you continue to follow the moon, you'll be able to recognize these things because you've had like a brief overview of all of the signs. Because most of us, and myself included, until I really started reading other people's birth charts and learning more about astrology that way, most of us only know the stuff about our chart. So like, for example, I don't have Scorpio, I don't have Cancer, I don't have planets in those signs. So like, I didn't know much about them until I started reading for other people. So most of us only know about the signs that are within our chart. So I hope that like by diving deep briefly diving deep into all of the zodiac signs that you found it helpful. Thank you again for going on this journey with me. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about setting intentions in the new moon. So yeah, we'll see you there. Thank you so much for being here.